everyone, I'm Rincey and this is Rincey Reads. Today I'm going to be doing my September wrap-up, my September book haul, and kind of an October TBR pile. First, I made kind of a lot of videos this month. The first one that I did was a discussion talking about the race and gender of the authors of the books that I read and just kind of dissecting my own reading habit. At the end of the video, I decided that I'm going to make a point to read at least one person of color author a month, and then also something that I didn't say in that video but I want to do is I'm also going to make it a point to talk about those books in actual videos. I got a really great response from that video. There are going to be a couple more videos that I make sort of related to the same topic. I also did a video where I made the chocolate chip cookie recipe from Relish by Lucy Nisley. I think that's how you say her name. Apologies if it isn't. It was a lot of fun to make them. The cookies were delicious. And I never did a full actual review on this graphic novel. I'm just gonna say that you should read it. If you like graphic novels, or even if you don't like graphic novels, this is kind of like a memoir style graphic novel. Then I did a video talking about my top 5 favorite school-based books. I got a request from someone to make a video talking about books that take place at schools, kind of like Anna and the French Kiss. So I gave some recommendations, and then I was also looking for recommendations because I really like that style. And then I did a video for Banned Books Week where I did a virtual readout of Sherman Alexi's The Adventures of a Part-Time Indian, and then I also just talked about Banned Books Week in general and the importance of it and things like that. And then I've been doing a series of videos about Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell as a part of the Reblog book club on Tumblr. My final part of that video is going up tomorrow. If you've read Fangirl already, feel free to check out those videos, or if you haven't yet but you're planning on it, those videos will always be there for your viewing pleasure, so feel free to go back to them at any point in time. I have finished the book already and I really enjoyed it. And then I did 3 book reviews this month. The first one was on Crazy Rich Asians by Kevin Kwan. The next one was on The Reluctant Fundamentalist by Mohsin Hamid. And then the third one was on In the Woods by Tana French. I enjoyed all of these books, but I also had some problems to a certain extent on a lot of these books. So if you are interested in any of those books, feel free to check out those videos. And then I only did one Friday Favorites this entire month because with all of those other videos, I kind of fell behind and didn't have time to record one. Check out that Friday Favorites where I talk about music and television and some other things. In terms of my reading goals and challenges for this year, I have surpassed my goal for the 50 book challenge, which is really exciting. I've never read this many books before in my life, and I think BookTube has helped me read significantly more. I have reached the 50 book challenge before, but that was literally just once, and I think I just reached 50. So this is really exciting for me and I'm really happy about it. In terms of Mount TBR though, I am slipping behind rather quickly. I keep reading new books instead of reading the books that I already own, which is slightly problematic. I should be at 27 books so far this year and I'm only at 23. I'm hoping that in October I can make it up. So for my October TBR, if you guys watch my videos for a while, you know that I don't do TBRs generally because I'm not really good at sticking with TBRs. But last October I did sort of like read scarier type books and it worked out pretty well and I really enjoyed it a lot, and I wanted to do that again this year. There are 2 books that I am for sure going to be reading this month. The first one is The Lowland by Jhumpa Lahiri. This book is already out, but I waited to buy it because I'm seeing her speak next week, and so I bought it through the event so that way I could have it signed by her. So I'm going to be getting that next week, and as soon as I get it I'm going to start it and read that book because I adore her and her writing style and I am just really excited to read it. That's pretty high priority. And then at the end of the month, Allegiant is coming out, which is the 3rd book in the Divergent series if you didn't know. So that's already 2 books and I'm not really sure how much more I'll be able to read on top of that. I have also a stack of books here that I'm going to show you that are kind of Halloween-ish related. The first one that I feel like I am 99% sure I'm going to read is Girl of Nightmares by Kendare Blake. Last October I read Anna Dressed in Blood and I absolutely loved it. I have a review of it on my channel in case you guys are interested, and I've been holding on to this arc and waiting to read it in October, so I'm going to finally read this book. The other one that I've kind of been holding on to for October specifically is Death in the City of Light by David King, which is, if you can see at the top here it says the serial killer of Nazi-occupied Paris. I saw this at Barnes & Noble and it was part of their like buy two get the third free deals that they sometimes have on their paperback. So I picked this one up. I'm hoping it's kind of creepy and I really like reading about serial killers, which I've mentioned before, so I'm kind of excited about this one. The second one is The Suspicions of Mr. Witcher by Kate Summerscale, and the subtitle is A Shocking Murder and the Undoing of a Great Victorian Detective. I am not really sure if this book is going to be creepy or not, but it sounds like it's going to be creepy and the cover makes it seem like it's going to be creepy. And then the final one that I've been thinking about reading is The Likeness by Tana French. This is the second book in her Dublin Murder Squad series, and I read In the Woods last month and I really liked it, and I've heard this one is just as good if not better, but I feel like I can hold off on this one just a little bit. If I happen to finish all of those books, I have some other books around here that I could potentially dig into. I have like 3 Jo Nesbo books that I probably should start reading at some point, and those are always super creepy, so those are a possibility. I have some Agatha Christie books that I still haven't read yet, so I feel like I have plenty of mystery slash murder mystery type books that I already own. I also own Gone Girl. So if you have read any of these books, feel free to leave your comments down below, letting me know if there's one that I should possibly make a higher priority than the others. And then finally, my September book haul. I purchased a couple of books and then I received a couple of books. First off, the books that I purchased, I bought all of these books from bookoutlet.com, which was formerly bookcloseouts.com, which I've talked about in previous book hauls, but basically this is a website where they pick up all of the books that are either overstocked or damaged, and so then they resell them for a very, very, very low price. They were having a sale where they were doing like 20% off. They're already discounted prices, so none of these books cost me more than $4. The first one is this paperback edition of The Girl Who Circumnavigated Fairy Tale Land in a Ship of Her Own Making by Catherine M. Valenti? I think it's Valenti. This is a book that I've had on my wish list forever, and it's been very, very high on my wish list, and I keep looking at it every time I go to bookstores, but for some reason I just like didn't actually pick it up. And when I saw it on Book Outlet, I freaked out. I was like, I'm picking this up for sure. There's a very good chance I'm going to read this like today, like as soon as I'm done editing this video. I've heard nothing but amazing things about it and I'm really excited to read it. The next book is Everything Asian by Sung Jae Woo. This is a young adult novel that I had never heard of before, but I was just browsing the website and I was looking at it very soon after doing my video on race. I was very much in the mindset of I need more diversity within my reading. Next is American Born Chinese by Jean Lun Yang. Again, along the same lines of I needed more diversity in my reading, but this is also a graphic novel. If you can see, it's a Prince Award winner, but it's also a graphic novel, so this could be a potentially really quick read, and it's won a bunch of awards besides a Prince Award winner. It's a National Book Award finalist, Booklist Top 10 Graphic Novels for Youth, Time Magazine's Top 10 Comic of the Year, so this is a pretty well-known graphic novel. I had actually heard of this one before. Then I got Never Fall Down by Patricia McCormick, which I've heard really, really good things about. I actually own this as an Amazon Kindle book because I saw it on a Kindle Daily Deal, but I haven't actually read it yet because I'm really bad about reading my Kindle books because I don't have an actual e-reader or Kindle. This book takes place in Cambodia and I believe it's about the main character becoming a child soldier. And then finally I got Tiger Lily by Jodi Lynn Anderson. I've been hearing really good things about this book, and this is another book where I own the ebook of it, but I still haven't read it yet. I've seen a lot of reviews on this on BookTube and it seems like almost everybody really enjoys this book, and it's a really interesting take on the Peter Pan tale. In case you don't know, it's told from the perspective of Tinkerbell and it follows Tiger Lily and her story. And then the next 2 books are books that were sent to me. This first one is The Cutting Season by Attica Locke. I got this book from the Brown Eyed KK, who was doing a giveaway on her channel. If you guys haven't checked out her channel, definitely check her out. She's really great for doing a lot more adult books, which is fantastic, and I love it, and I love her channel. So she was giving away some copies of books, and this is the one that I happened to get, and I'm really excited about this one. And then the next book I got is The Key to the Golden Firebird by Maureen Johnson. This is the edition that's being printed in England. If you didn't know, Maureen Johnson recently got signed to Hotkey Books in England, so they're going to be printing all of her books there. Now, I haven't read any of Maureen Johnson's contemporary works. I've only read her Shades of London series, which I really enjoy, and I'm really excited to finally read some of her contemporary works. So thank you to Hockey Books for sending me this. So yeah, that is my wrap up of all of the videos I made, all of the books I read, all of the books I acquired, and the books I kind of want to read next month. Feel free to leave your comments down below letting me know if you've read any of these books. Let me know if you guys are doing any sort of Halloween type read. I know that there are a lot of different challenges and things like that that people are doing for Halloween. So yeah, that's all I have for now, and thanks for watching.